What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Don. We are back with another video. Welcome to another episode of the DonnyTalks series, man. Highly successful videos on these channels. It's the series that everybody wants to see and watch. So far, our most successful video was LiAngelo Ball, why I think he should deserve his chance in the NBA. Check that out. Check out the DonnyTalks playlist. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a rate. All the support I've been getting always helps, and I love doing these. So we're going to keep it rolling. Many more on the way. So let's get right into it, man. Let's talk about LeBron James today because we all know he's going to take over the series again and close out the Raptors. But what I've been thinking about today is that even though he's hitting all these game winners, it doesn't matter at all at the end of the day because the teams that are really waiting for him, such as Golden State, I don't know if they have it. I really don't know if they have it. I don't know. You can even argue that in the next round when they play like a Boston, things might get a lot tougher. And if the game is close at this point in LeBron's career, I could give it to LeBron that he takes over the games and wins. But now, let's say if they're down like 6 or 7, because the Boston series is different. Boston legitimately has at least two players who can really score in Rozier, and you got Al Horford. Now, yes, they're beating up too. They got rid of Kyrie for a year. He's done. Most likely no Hayward either. But I'm saying for LeBron James right now, he's in a weird spot because he's showing his greatness. But I feel like what he's showing right now it's at a time that it doesn't matter, if that makes sense. For me, like I would have rather taken him winning by like 4 or 5 and without the clutch bucket at the end, because you need to keep winning these games to get back where you want to be, which is obviously NBA Finals. I'm not saying he's not great. Of course he's great, and I've gotten a lot of heat too for people saying I'm a LeBron hater. I'm not a LeBron hater. I'm just keeping it real with you. Like, this series doesn't matter at all. I always thought that the Raptors were gonna give him a battle, but they didn't. They should be known as Choke City because somehow I don't understand how you can have a better team and bench and still lose. It's a mental thing. Lowry has not really been an all-star in my opinion. He just happened to, I don't know. He was always like a journeyman, and then he found a place in Toronto where sometimes he puts up good games, but he's never been consistent. I think DeRozan, even though I want to give DeRozan heat as well, I think DeRozan can take his game to another level if he stopped worrying about Lowry so much. So I think there's still hope for DeRozan, maybe a different team. I'm not sure how the contracts there work out right now, but I give him a little more slack. It seems like the reason the Raptors always lose in the end is because they don't trust their teammates towards the end of the game. They always seem to go either ISO DeRozan, ISO Lowry, and of course that works in LeBron's favor because when the game is close late in the fourth, you're not going to stop LeBron James. So that already puts him at a disadvantage. Now, me going back to the King, I think LeBron is playing great, but in a weird way, it doesn't matter what he's doing right now because it's not Golden State. It's not even Boston. You know what I mean? And yeah, he's winning the games that he's supposed to win. Let me tell you that again. He's winning the games that he is supposed to win right now. But I think once we really need to start judging him, listen, if LeBron lost right now, and let's say LeBron lost the series, could I say honestly, you know what, he didn't have the team? Yes. But the downside of that is that people would say he's the king, so the king should always win. And say, listen, he's doing what he has to do, but I don't think he's doing it at the right time. So I really don't care that he's hitting game winners, and everybody's like, wow, look at LeBron. You're doing this against the Raptors. You're supposed to beat them, honestly. On paper, the Raptors are stronger, but just for where LeBron is in his career, you need if you can win a ring this year, if LeBron can win a ring this year, now we can put him back in that conversation. And you know that conversation I'm talking about. Because if somehow LeBron managed to win a ring this year, He by himself, honestly, by himself, I think he can elevate himself top five, top three, because nobody's done it alone. Kobe needed one more. Michael had two more, like as in like star players that helped him win. So for LeBron right now, get to the NBA Finals. The NBA Finals is where it matters. Here it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, LeBron. Sometimes we get caught up in players' basketball games too much. Like, yeah, oh, look at the great game he's having, this and that. You know what? If Curry hits a three from the halfway line, I'm not out there saying wow anymore. Curry is doing Curry. That's what Curry does. There comes a point in time that certain players in this league do things that shouldn't surprise you anymore. It shouldn't surprise you that LeBron can take the basket, with maybe 3 or 4 seconds left and win the game. And I'm saying that is because it's at a time that it doesn't matter, because I will tell you one thing. The Warriors games, you might not write it out to the end like that. It either is going to be a run by the Warriors and you're going to lose, or you find a way to beat them with maybe like 2 or 3 minutes left in the game. It's not going to be close like that. It's going to be either or, because I don't think LeBron has the teammates to necessarily step up for him all the time. And maybe this helps him. Maybe this helps LeBron in saying, like, you know what? I'm clutch. Maybe in the past, because especially in the past, he was dealing with that. Maybe I should pass the ball because my teammates are great also and I trust them. But maybe now LeBron sees that the mentality that he needs to have to get to the NBA Finals is this. But we shouldn't be surprised by this, because this is how LeBron should have been all along. This is how LeBron should have been. So for LeBron James, it doesn't matter if you do it against the Raptors. I don't even care if you did it. Well, I probably would care if you did it against Boston. We're going to see if you can do it against Boston. But the real team that he needs to be worried about, the Warriors, Rockets. Even though I think it's still going to be the Warriors, because the Rockets look like, honestly, if the Jazz last night put a little bit more of a run, they probably would have lost that game. I'm not gonna lie, because the Rockets were shooting themselves out of the game last night. But that's just a side note. So that's like my main issue with everybody celebrating LeBron's buzzer beater. You're doing it against the Raptors. You're supposed to beat them. I expect LeBron to beat them tonight easily. Raptors don't got it. The next series against Boston. That's where it's going to get interesting. If we can do it then maybe, you know what? Maybe this is what LeBron needed all along. Just him by himself. You take the ball, you put your head down, you get to the hoop, you take over. Now, if you found a way to beat Boston, then I say Golden State, you better watch out. Because there's certain players that we have seen in this game, once they got the ball, no matter what you did, there were moments Kobe, you couldn't stop Kobe. There's moments you couldn't stop Shaq. There's moments you couldn't stop AI. There were moments you couldn't stop Michael. Maybe now we're seeing that LeBron that we always wanted to see. I'm not saying it's not great what he's doing right now, but he's doing it against the wrong team. It's going to get interesting in the future what he's going to do when the game is close, because it's going to be only him, not his teammates. But what do you think about that? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm being too harsh on LeBron? I just think I'm keeping it honest. The Raptors don't got it. So him hitting a buzzer beater, it doesn't surprise me. I didn't even see the game, and I read it, and it didn't surprise me that LeBron was able to do this. But unfortunately for him, it's against the wrong teams. The wrong teams. He needs to be doing this against Golden State and Boston. That's when it's going to begin to matter. But let your boy Donnie know in the comment section, man. What do you guys think? Is this just part of LeBron's greatness? Am I criticizing him too much, or do you guys agree also this is against the wrong team right now? He should be doing against the best of the best. Let your boy Donnie know in the comment section. Please check out the DonnyTalks playlist and leave a like, comment, and a rate. And I'll see y'all next time, man. Peace. I'm out.